In this video, I'd like to present a case study, and specifically, I'd like to talk about the situation when you find you have a lot of inventory, but your best products are still frequently out of stock. This company is a medium-sized company, and they found themselves frequently out of stock of their finished goods, and yet they had $6 million tied up in inventory. They asked me to analyze their inventory to see what was going on, and they also found that cash flow was getting tight, and therefore paying suppliers was becoming difficult. As both a seller of finished goods and a manufacturer of those finished goods, the number of items involved in their inventory management was in the hundreds. After looking at both their inventory surpluses and the root cause of their out of stock items, I reported to the owner that despite having a lot of inventory in terms of the number of dollars tied up, it was actually the wrong inventory. There were large amounts of components which would take years to use up based on the sell-through rate of the finished goods produced from those components. Additionally, he was out of stock of components needed to keep his most popular items in stock. As a final blow, I discovered many obsolete or orphaned parts sitting in inventory. Now, an orphan part, if you're not familiar with that term, means that the company will never need that part because it's no longer attached to the bill of materials of any finished good that they're actively selling. So what actions did we take? For surplus finished goods inventory, it's a game of patience. Sometimes you just have to wait for the excess inventory to sell through. In these cases, no new requests were sent into production to produce more of these finished goods until the available supply became less than 10 weeks. Now, 10 weeks isn't magical. That happens to be this company's production lead time. For some products, a production request hasn't been sent in for over a year because the inventory is still winding down. Because these products degrade after several years, the company made these items available on their website and heavily marketed them. These efforts helped speed up the process of selling through the excess inventory. For surplus components of finished goods, it was a waiting game. There really isn't a way to speed up the usage of surplus components if the demand for the finished goods that require them isn't there. The second action we took, remembering that cash flow was tight because of excess inventory, purchases of components needed to be prioritized. There wasn't enough cash to be able to buy every component they desired. We ranked every finished good according to its historical sales levels and made the top sellers a priority. As months passed and excess inventory was slowly used up, the amount of cash tied up in inventory dropped from $6 million to $4 million. The third action we took was related to orphaned parts and obsolete inventory. When we began the inventory transition plan, almost 25% of the in-house inventory was orphaned parts and obsolete finished goods. A sub-project began to evaluate which components could be used as substitute parts in actively produced finished goods. For example, one product had a 35mm black cap. One of the obsolete parts was a 35mm white cap. Could the white cap be used in place of the black cap temporarily to exhaust the supply of 35mm white caps? While that sounds simple, these types of decisions must be made with the input of marketing experts who determine whether they think customers would accept that visual change, and production experts who can determine if the two caps will function in an equivalent manner. If you are having the same challenges in your own company, dive into the details of all of your items to see if your inventory is out of balance. If it is, set a plan to change that balance. It can take a long time to correct the balance, especially when you need to wind down excess inventory items and find a home for orphan parts. But it can be done.